Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 19 of Anchor News Now. I'm Bubba.
And I'm Maddie Bockelman. Let's start by sending it over to our very own Nate Buck to tell us about sports betting.
Thanks, guys. With the recent law passing allowing sports betting to be legal in the state of Ohio, it has attracted residents of Avon Lake both over and under the legal age of 21. Students here at Avon Lake High School have been putting money down on every sport imaginable, whether it's the NBA, NFL, March Madness, or even Australian tennis. Within the sports betting apps, you're able to place bets on anything that could occur during the match. Because of the alarming number of underage gamblers participating, it leads to the question many therapeutic offices and gambling recovery centers want to know. What is the attraction of sports betting for people under the age of 21?
I think that the attraction of sports betting is being able to win a lot of money betting on your favorite sports teams and sports players every single night.
Sports betting, if you know what you're doing, can make you a lot of money. If you don't know what you're doing, you can lose a lot of money. That's the gamble in it.
You know, people have hit big, people have lost big. It depends on really what you're doing, what you're betting on, and if you know what you're doing. I think that while it's illegal to sports bet while being under 18, as long as your parents are okay with you setting up an account and you are willing to lose the money that you put into it, it should be allowed.
Those who are older than 21 years of age aren't limited to betting with apps such as DraftKings and FanDuel. Local restaurants are starting to put up all kinds of gambling machines to attract people to spend even more money on inedible products. Big M Pizza, a pizza shop and bar here in Avon Lake, Ohio, is the first restaurant to bring in a real sports betting kiosk. Although it isn't easily accessible to those under the age of 21, it still has brought more attention and revenue to the restaurant. For Anchor News Now, I'm Nate Buck.
Speaking of sports betting, it's going to be a safe bet to bet on boys lacrosse this year. The boys lacrosse team had a statement win against Mentor. With a score of 18-3, the boys brought their record to 500 on the season, becoming 2-2. Key players of the game included Keegan Ruddick and Mason DeScenza with 3 goals each, Kevin Graney and Angelo DeRosa with 4 goals apiece. The defense had an outstanding game, only letting in 3 goals, along with goalie Ian Douglas with a solid 73% saved shots, and Brian Lynch with an outstanding face-off percentage of 77%. The Shoremen plan to keep the win streak going moving on into the season. Good luck, boys lacrosse.
It's that time of year again, and Girl Scout cookies are flying off the shelves. Girl Scout cookies are a yearly phenomenon that come out at the same time every year. Today our crew will try the 5 original cookies and rank them. Today we're doing a Girl Scout cookie review, and being a former Girl Scout myself, I'm really happy to try some of the original flavors. So starting off, we are going to start with the Do-si-dos and go on.
It reminds me a bit of a Nutter Butter, but not as good. That's about like 6.5 out of 10 for me.
It's like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
For tagalongs, is that the next
Yeah.
one? All right, tagalongs.
A peanut butter chocolate cookie.
What did you say?
6.2. Overrated.
That's a 10 out of 10. I don't know what these morons are thinking.
I give this like a 7 because just more chocolate, just a lot better. I don't know how you guys are rating that. You know, around the same as the Dosies.
The trefoils, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most like.
It almost looks like there's like a woman.
Yeah, I just found
Oh,
that out
really?
before.
That one's like a 1.5 out of 10.
I thought it tasted like air.
Just trying to
Air
look up
doesn't
again.
have the taste. It tasted
Exactly.
like shortbread.
Let's get to my favorite cookie, the Samoa.
10.
10.
Last but not least,
The Thin Man.
the fan favorite.
There's a
I give it a
different
5 out of 10.
texture. They're better frozen.
I think it goes
You're just going with the
Samoa,
crowd.
Do-si-do.
No.
Not Do-si-do. No.
Samoa? No.
What is it? Chocolate. Peanut butter.
Okay, ranking them best to least. Okay.
Oh my God.
No, Thin Mint's above.
That's facts, Nick Johnson.
That's better.
Thank you for
than
watching
trifles.
our Girl Scout cookie taste test, and we'll send you back to the anchors.
Last Monday, your Shoreman baseball team took on the Avon Eagles in their first rivalry game of the season. With Michigan commit Hayden Blosser starting, the Shoremen had high expectations. The Shoremen started the game up 4-0 after Jack Lyon brought in a runner from getting hit by a pitch. Avon would make it a game after loading the bases and eventually bringing 2 in. The game was 8-5 until the Shoremen pulled away to win 10-5. The Shoremen took forward to a promising season as they have multiple players who are headed to colleges to play baseball. Good luck to the boys on the rest of your season.
Next, we can send it over to Owen Budzar to talk to us about the district-wide fun going on within the elementary schools.
Here in Avon Lake, all of our elementary schools are participating in reading a book called Gooseberry Park. After a play led by some students at the high school to get the students introduced to the story, kids of all 4 elementary schools get the opportunity to read along with special staff members from the district. All thanks to the amazing Heather Hamker, who took the reins on setting everything up.
So what got us started in this project is actually before 2020, the elementary schools have been doing the One District, One Book for a couple of years. And then when 2020 hit and, we went remote for part of the year, and then, all the different changes in education with COVID, a lot of fun things got pushed aside. So moving into this year, and we're kind of back to somewhat normalcy, we wanted to try to do something that was going to bring all 4 elementaries back together, do something fun again, and all the buildings really liked doing the One District, One Book in the past. So that's what kind of brought us together to try to do this again. So because it's 4 buildings, you've got a lot of different people that you're working with. So to try to bring this all together, I had a committee of different people representing each of the 4 buildings. So we had our librarians involved, our principals involved, and also some other teachers from 1st grade, 4th grade teachers. We had some of our preschool teachers also involved. So this was truly all 4 buildings working together. So we had a good committee, about 16 people working together just to try to get everything organized, from trying to find guest readers, reaching out to businesses for our community scavenger hunt, deciding on the book, because there's a whole list of books that we can read. So trying to find a book that preschoolers would be interested in, and also 4th graders, was a bit of a challenge, but they all came together and we discovered which book that we would use. And then from there, it was we deviated different jobs for each of our buildings to kind of work on.
Students get to go home and watch the videos and read along in their book. Schools set up activities for the kids to keep them engaged, like building structures with ice cubes to represent the ice storm in the story, and visits from therapy dogs to represent Kona the dog, who's a main character from the book. Students get to participate in a large number of activities around Avon Lake, at school, and around town, like the scavenger hunt looking for the squirrel at local businesses. This is all an amazing way to get young students interested in reading and setting a solid stepping stone into their future. For Anchor News Now, I'm Owen Budzar.
Well, that was all for this episode of Anchor News Now. Thank you for tuning in, and have a good one, everyone. That was a good episode. It went well, I think Nate did a beautiful job behind it.